Hello friends, this is Ganesh. Hope you are doing great. So we have to upgrade ourselves whenever there is a need. It could be a customer need or it could be a carrier need. Otherwise, the product company is upgrading themselves. So we have to learn what is new in that. What is new in the technology which currently we are working. So, in a product, if you take SAP product, we have seen these kind of changes or evaluations in a concept called SAP script. Then we have smartphones. Then we have Adobe. Then we have BDC, we call it as, and they said better you go with the BAPI, don't use BDCs, right? So the same way we started learning like HANA is a new platform. So we started learning CDS views, OData surveys, new syntax, above and HANA. So in the particular CDS view, there is a concept called view entity. So we define a CDS view with the syntax of define view and entity name, right? So that is nothing but a view. So now what we are going to learn is the next level of view is view entities. Okay. So the syntax wise is called define view entities. So it has more flexibilities and we have different syntaxes and performance wise also it will be pretty good. Especially, we will explain why it's pretty good on there. So always if there anything new comes, definitely they just make sure all the previous ones whatever is not working, so they correct it or upgrade it, right? The same way we are going to learn what does in CDS view entities. Okay, so migration of CDS view. So obviously from ABAP to ABAP and HANA we have list of syntaxes where there is a place we can apply and we can see how it works, how the performance increases and how it's compatible with HANA. So same thing we are going to see about CDS view entities as well. Okay. So that is sort of mentioned as a part one. So we have a sequence of videos should come and explain what are the new areas we have to explore in CDS view entities part. Okay. So let's get into the slides first. So now we are going to start learning CDS view entities, but it is not new from scratch. Anyway, it's an upgrade version of CDS view. So the syntax, almost the syntax was the design structure was quite simple, quite same, and the execution and everything is quite same. Only the area to learn is what are the new things available, what are the new functions, is there any change in the existing syntax. Only those areas we have to concentrate and move on. Okay, and start using this whenever you can get a chance in your development side. Both CDS view, it's easy to remember. So we have CDS view, sorry, the syntax is define view name. We call this as entity name. And then you have as select from what are the tables, input parameters and everything. And this is one of the annotations we have used to create a SQL view in a backend system. Is in a data dictionary level. So whenever there is a view, once you activate, you have SQL view is created in data dictionary. Okay. So now they are seeing that is not required. So we don't want to create two different objects. So that is one of the reason they just come with the idea called CDS view entities. Okay, we'll see quite details about this. And technically, they call it as DDIC based entities or CDS managed DDIC views. Okay, and currently they declare, currently in the sense with the new versions, they declare this is absolute. Okay, you can still use it, but there is a new version, and if it is available in your system based on the version, better go with the new one. And it creates two things actually. One is CDS view entity, another one is DDIC artifact. Okay, so I have noticed they just changed the name of the artifact here. Just changed from I to E. So there are two things it's created in CDS view level. And one of the reason what they are seeing is if your view is a very complex or a bigger view, it includes most of the tables, fields, and everything. The activation takes place because of this creation of DDIC in your backend. Whenever there is an activation, so it may be created or it may be adjusted with your with your current change. Okay, so that probably they felt actually it takes more time because it needs to create a DDIC in the backend system. And in their SAP product help, they announce like this is absolute one. So SAP recommends creating CDS view entities instead of CDS DDIC based views. Okay, so check your version. If entities are available, please go ahead and start working on it. And this is the version details of CDS view. So this is about CDS view. Then we'll move to CDS view entities. So first we'll see the syntax. So syntax is like define view. There is a new word called entity and following with the same syntax. So as I mentioned, we are not going to learn anything from scratch. So we are going to update a few syntax and or we are going to change the existing syntax with CDS view entities. Okay. And a few information about CDS view. We have a lot. We'll learn one by one. You don't need to have a SQL view name annotation. The reason behind this, they decided, the product company decided, we are not going to create any more DDIC view once you activate your view entities. So that is the reason this annotation is not required. So once this annotation is not required, obviously you're not getting any view in your backend system. So you can't go and search some view name normally using with annotations in SE11. That is not required. But I will show you where we can see there is another way we can able to see the view, at least to see the view in editor level, GUI editor level. We'll see that also. And whenever there is annotation which supports your SE11 view, that is also not required in view entities. So this is another annotation preserve key is especially for the DDIC level. So that is also not needed going forward. And simplified new syntax, we are going to see. Obviously, if there is a new version, they might whatever things are not working as expected or whatever, they might say, okay, we can upgrade this. Always that is available in the new version. So that is where we have to see new way of syntax, probably the simplified new way of syntax in CDS view entities. And the release, it's available from 7.55 onwards. So check your version. Obviously, it should be there. Then sticker syntax check. It has a lot of places we can feel the change from CDS view and CDS view entities. So sticker syntax, one of the places annotations. So normally in view you can write annotations, meaning it won't check the syntax for the annotations in CDS view. So you can just write at any name, just your own name. It won't give any syntax error because there is no check. But sticker syntax check the annotations also. So there is a file, it will compare whether whatever annotations you are writing is available in the standard file. If yes, yes. Otherwise, it will show an error. We'll see that one. So can generate without any annotations. So meaning you can try without any annotation, you can try CDS view entities. Yes, it is possible, but you will get a warning message for one authorization annotation, but still is a warning. So technically you can able to activate and you can able to use CDS view entities without any annotations. Input parameters are possible, same like CDS view. So they're not going to take any existing functionality mostly. So input parameters also possible. Can be called from above program. Same like how you call your CDS view. Using CDS view, you have two options while calling from above program. One is SQL view name or entity name. But as we don't have SQL view name in CDS view entities, so you have to call only with the entity name. Okay, so that's not a problem. So you can call your CDS view entities also from your above program. And then these are not possible or a change from the existing one. We have a few more, but we'll see one by one. Very simple one is select star is not possible in CDS view entities. Select star is possible in CDS view. Okay, one difference. And Where condition, normally if you want to use an input parameter, we use a chain operator. We call it as colon operator to represent your input variable, means input parameter of your CDS view. But in CDS view entities, instead of the colon, you have to use a word called dollar $parameters dot. And then whatever input parameter you mentioned in the view, they have to use it here. Okay. So these are a few changes. So you have to understand this is the way we are going to learn. So we are going to learn probably the existing functionality is to be changed or it is not possible, or it can be a new addition of functions or variables, those things. Okay. And then okay, migration. So because we designed a lot of CDS views, but I want to migrate it. Yes, you're able to do it. These are the programs which helps to understand either you're able to migrate your CDS view to CDS view entities. Okay, so these are the initial stage. So just play around with this to see whether how it happens, and we'll slowly learn whether we are able to migrate it from CDS view to CDS view entity. Okay, and the downgrade is always not possible. So I want to downgrade from CDS view entity to CDS view. No, currently it's not possible. And these are SAP programs. Okay. Then, yeah, that's it. So this is about CDS view entities. So this is just a starting stage. We have a lot to learn in CDS view entities. So let's get into the system. So this is my system, and it's a HANA Studio. It's similar like Eclipse, so there is no much difference. But I don't have Eclipse in my rental system. So I'm using HANA Studio over here, and the package I'm going to create. Okay, from here I'm going to create. It's little easy. Right click, new data definition. It's same way how we generate a CDS view. So here, CDS view entity view entities. Next, we'll go one by one, like till the next to see the templates. Um, Instead of finish, go here next. So here you can see define view. By default is selecting it. It's previously we have used it. They mentioned is absolute as till 7.57. So that is the reason they said that don't use it going forward if you have an option. So view with join also absolute. Whatever is its view, everything is they mentioned here it's absolute. Okay. So time to switch. So now go with view entity. Define view entity. We have a different annotations you can see, but you can identify the SQL. Okay, yeah, the SQL annotation, SQL view name is actually missing here. It's not required. So click finish. So as I mentioned, without annotations, you are able to create. So that's what I'm going to show you what happened. Okay, submission is fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete. Okay, so if you delete, make sure you delete this also. So now you can see define view. There is a new keyword called entity, and your entity name as selects from which table you want. So these are pretty common. You can say Mara. So here I'm going to use key METNR MTART. Okay. Okay. These warnings we'll see. So now without annotations, yes, I'm able to create a CDS view entity. Let me add toward it. And it's active. Then execute. So there's no much difference in the way of execution or the output. It's same like raw data preview. Whatever field is selected, that is displaying here with all the options. Okay. So without annotation, our view is nothing because annotation gives a rich data model. So this is our learning platform. So we just know just a play around what is possible, what is not possible. But annotations are pretty much required once you start developing in your CDS view entity. So the first one is like there is a warning they saying that there is no authorization check is there. So let's add that first. And going forward depends on the need. We can start learning it. So it's nothing but access control annotation. Sorry, authorization check is not required. So then you can save it and add. So now you can see that is that line actually it's disappeared because I have added one annotations here. Okay, so there is no change in your output. Fine. So now how we are going to call this in ABAP editor? So go to ABAP editor from the program. So here I can say Z GI view entity. So if you go to SE11 and you're not able to see that there is any view name with that entity name, so here select start from, just copy this, just a copy the entity here, entity into table. These are same data. Breakpoint, because I don't want to write loop and everything. I'll show you in the breakpoint in the debugging level. Just activate. So now from the editor, I want to see the view. I want to see whatever view it is. So if you double click, it takes you to the area called data definition. Okay, it's kind of a new editor for us. So data definition, it shows the display, the design of your view. Okay, so this is a way we can able to see even in editor also. So you don't want to go to Eclipse. There is a place that displays your view. And if you copy this and go to SE11, that takes you to the same screen again. Go to SE11 and paste it, display. Yes, it comes to the same data definition place. Okay, so it's not look like the view how we have seen like our normal design of a table or structure. It won't be like that going forward. Okay, so this is a way you have to check the view in editor level. So now execute, go back, just execute. So there is no change in the output. So it has the data of material master information over here in the internal table. So material and material type. So whatever we have seen in the HANA Studio, the same thing over here. And the same way you can able to use the ALV display. So we have a class. You can use the same way here also. CL SALV GUI underscore table control space bar. Yeah, this one table IDA, and there is a method called create CDS view. So here you have to give your entity name. I think I already copied. Yes. Okay. I believe it's a case sensitive, but not sure. So I'll go with this. Okay, let's see whether it's a case sensitive or not. Then there is a method called full screen here, and one more method display. So if it goes down, then the entity is case sensitive. Activate it, execute. No, okay, it's not case sensitive. So here it shows the ALV, the content in the ALV format, material and material type. Okay, so the same thing, it's not much difference. I have breakpoint. Whatever mostly we use in the view level, yes, you can able to use in the view entity also. Okay, so now I'm going to add a parameter. So parameters, I'm going to add here view entity with parameters. So p underscore mtart. So now I'm going to use it in the var condition where mtart equal to, I can't use this. We'll try with the previous one and see. So there is an error. So I'm not able to use this one. So use expression parameters. You will get a help once you start learning the view entities. Normally you will get a help. So instead of this, use the other one. So here I have to use now parameters dot. Okay. And act toward it. So, and then execution is the same like the previous one. You will get a pop-up window, the value and execute it. Okay, so then how I'm going to bound it in the above editor the same way. So here itself of p underscore mtart. So either it may be a hard coded value or just pass a dynamic one. So that and all you are very much aware of it. Act toward it. Yes, it works. Then so this is very basic initiate or starting to learn about CDS view entities. So we'll get more in the future videos. So just play around and make yourself feel comfortable. And if you have a chance, just start working with the CDS view entities, not just a CDS view. Okay. So thank you so much for your time and see you in the next video. Bye.